Hey, what is up, guys? It's Kieran, and I'm back with another video. As you can tell, guys, I'm not doing a gaming video, guys. So I've actually decided to turn this channel into a gaming channel. I mean, not a gaming channel, a reacting channel. So basically, I'll be reacting to like an anime. Like basically, I want to react to like a lot of animes, but like anything will be fine too, unless it's like age appropriate. And you guys could also share to me. I might also watch some like sick anime fights. So yeah. The anime that I will be watching for now are gonna be like the ones that I kind of choose that I haven't watched, or like maybe like a series that I haven't finished like a long time ago. Like the one I'm watching, Sword Art Online GGO, Burst 2 actually. This is dubbed, by the way. This is like where like I'm not gonna tell you guys about it yet till we get in the video. So yeah, so like basically, no, it's too far. So basically, guys, I'll be just reacting to some anime, and I also want you guys to suggest me some like really good animes. So, but like, these are the animes that I like and I've watched. So basically, I like really action animes, like the ones I really liked and I've watched: Fairy Tail, Naruto, Seven Deadly Sins, Fate Stay, One Punch, Sword Art Online. This one's a different version. Yeah, and there's many more that I've watched, but like, I don't know. I've also watched Kuroko no. Actually, I only watched one episode of Kuroko no Basket. So I might even watch One Piece. I've never watched One Piece before. I know all you One Piece fans. Probably already watched it, so yeah, but I haven't watched it yet. But I'm back. Just had to go to the washroom real quick. Yeah, okay, so yeah, let's watch it. Okay, what? Hold on. Headphones on because record for a little bit. Like you can still hear it, like it's really loud.
These players who think it's all about their agility and evasion are important. And time was, if you rock those two things, it's all you needed to be the best. Till now, that is. Yeah, hate to say it, but it don't work like that anymore. In fact, I got a message for the folks who spent the last 8 months indoors boosting their AGI. Sucks to be you right now, don't it?
Expect from the top player of Gun Gale Online, one of the most challenging VR MMOs. Talk about controversial.
I guess. But who knows if I'll be on the MMO stream again, so might as well stir things up.
Oh, please. So, do you think you have a shot in the upcoming Bullet of Bullet?
I wouldn't be in it if I didn't think I could win it.
It won't be that easy, Zexceed, so it's way different. What worked for you up to now doesn't mean it'll work again. If I were you, I wouldn't chalk my wins up to my status type.
Yeah, well, if anything, my results point to some big changes happening in GGO. You're all about AGI, Yamikaze. Go figure you'd be in denial.
I don't know what AGI is.
Wake up, people! Till now, the best strategy was boosting your AGI and shooting a powerful gun as fast as you could. But the reality is, the balance of gameplay in an MMO is always changing. Especially in games like this one, with levels that don't let you respec your stats. You have to think ahead and be smart when using your points, because the best weapon in one level zone might not work for you in the next. Besides, the new guns coming out are going to have higher strength requirements and accuracy bonuses.
You remember when he was talking about how great being an AGI type was?
You're nothing but a fake Zexceed.
Who's that?
And now you'll face judgment from someone with real power.
Actually, guys, I've actually watched this before, so I remember some parts, because like I rewatched.
All I'm saying is, what's really important in the end is the player's ability to.
I was recording at 144p, which like I couldn't edit it because like like all the ones that had for editing.
I guess we have a bad connection here. Don't worry, folks. I'm sure he'll be back shortly.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for more MMO streams.
No, 1080p. 1080p. Yeah, 1080p. For me to do it.
This is real power.
Well, I know
Real
some
strength. Let your fear carve one name into your brains. The name I share with this weapon, Deathguns.
That's Deathguns. Okay. Sword Art Online. Oh. Ooh, what is that?
December 7th.
Yeah, that's Asuna. You
2025.
guys don't know who Asuna is? She's like,
Has it already been a year?
she's been like, if you guys haven't watched Sword Art Online ever, like even like the ALO versions, like all of the games and stuff, like after they get out of it.
I wonder what the difference
You should
is
watch it.
between the
Like Sword
real
Art Online is a
world
really good show.
and the virtual.
The amount of data. That's all.
You scared me.
There's Kirito.
Sorry about that. I'm on time, though. What?
No, I'm sorry.
but they're
I was
couples,
spacing
by the
out.
way, guys.
Anyway, hello, Kirito. How are you doing today?
It's been good so far, but it's even better now.
I'll also be reacting
are you
to some
staring
anime, guys. So if you guys
Nothing.
don't know, like
Just,
there's also new
That outfit looks
episodes come out weekly, like every Saturday, so I'll be watching those too.
I guess it does.
I know I couldn't have gone up to one again because I've
Looks
already
like you went overboard
rewatched
on the
it.
black today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugu threw
They only
everything
have
in the
16
wash
so
this
far, but
morning,
they're
and
gonna
this is
drop
all I had left.
Then stop putting
17
your laundry up.
in.
I can't believe we both dressed in our old colors today. What are the odds of that?
Well, if we see each
4
other
days,
every
guys,
day
we
for
dropped
a year,
4
it's...
days.
That was a rhetorical question, Smarty Pants. Come
So I'll
on.
be reacting to
Okay,
that.
okay. I don't know about you, but I think the Imperial Palace is interesting.
Interesting. What do you mean?
It's 2 kilometers north to south, 1.5 east to west, and it takes up 20% of Kyoto Ward. There aren't any subways or tunnels
That's like
under
literally
it,
all the grass
and
they
it's a
have in
no-fly
that
zone.
area. Pretty
It's
sure.
kind of cool, don't you think? I mean, it's this big restricted area right in the middle
Like
of
this
Tokyo.
that's a really big city. Like
Not only is
I
it
don't
cut
know
off
if
from
you guys saw
everything
that, like,
physically,
really
but
big.
information-wise as well. See that? It's a surveillance camera. This place was set up with its very
That's
own
a really-
closed
that
network.
camera looks really
You
good.
can't even access it from the outside.
Wow. That's a weird-looking camera.
Yeah. Not only is this place the heart of Tokyo, but it's also an isolated world of its own. Maybe I'm exaggerating its cool factor. I get like that.
You think? Wow.
This used to be the inner citadel.
Come on, let's go.
Snap picture. Couple goals.
Hey, you know that questionnaire they gave us to fill out? The one about our future plans? Do you know what you want to do yet?
I guess, if anything, I want to go from playing games to being a creator.
A creator? What, for games?
No, not for games. I want to make a human-machine interface to replace the full-dive tech we use now. I've been going to all these tech forums to learn more about it, but it's a heck of a lot of information to absorb.
After I graduate, all I want is to be with you.
Huh?
I wish we could figure out a way to live with Yui in this world, too.
We'll be able to live with her someday. As soon as we figure out how to access augmented reality, it will. The only thing standing in the way is the
So
difference in
much
the amount of data.
Didn't you say something like that a little while?
Oh yeah, guys. By the way, if you guys don't know what kind of I'm not watching this on YouTube or Netflix. I'm watching it on Crunchyroll. This is not sponsored by Crunchyroll. That's what I just like found it on like Instagram and stuff. And this is where I'll be watching some anime because like if you have like some of these animes, you really need premium on them. So if you guys don't have premium, you guys can't watch all the animes because some need premium. And also, when you have premium, it's all I think it's an ad blocker. Like you won't have ads for like how as much as you're paying for it and stuff. So yeah, I might ask my parents to buy that for me, but I don't know, cause like I don't know if I'm gonna use this too long or not. But yeah.
The difference
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, there's also a lot of ads in this. Like there's like 3 ads, and like there's 3 ad signs in here, and there's at least like 3 ads in each one. Like each one, like you'll see like 3 ads. I don't know.
Our world and the virtual was the
That's how
amount
it
of
is. I
data.
don't know why.
What does that mean anyway?
Let's see. It's like this.
But yeah, if you hear
If we
that
were
fan
holding-
over there, guys, it's kind of like my heater fan. It's like kind of cold in my room. It's really cold, even though I have a blanket on.
Hands in ALO, it wouldn't be the same as in the real world, would it?
No,
Oh, they're holding
it wouldn't.
hands.
You can feel a lot more touching a real hand. Hey, is that what you mean by the difference in the amount of data?
Yep. And can you imagine what it would be like if we could reproduce the feel of skin and a pulse? Would we be able to tell the difference between a real hand and an avatar's hand?
I know I could, if I was touching your hand. But it's not, I mean, in the real world, we get a lot of information from how something sounds or tastes. Even if our atmosphere rigs could access augmented reality, we'd still know the difference.
Yeah. The second you saw or touched something, you'd know if it was real or not. But hopefully, data, all the time.
Then we could break down the wall between both worlds and be with Yui forever. Do you think that day will ever come for us?
Yeah.
Then get to work and make it happen, okay?
Okay.
4 hours earlier.
Welcome, sir.
You know I watched this episode before?
Over here!
I don't remember that dude right there.
Go ahead. Order whatever you want. It's on me.
Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
Come on. You don't have to be so formal with me. Relax and talk to me like you would in ALO.
Okay. If you say so, then I guess so. I'd like the parfait au chocolate, the framboise milfoui, and a hazelnut latte.
Sorry to make you come all the way out here, Kirito.
If you're that sorry about it, why'd you ask me to come to Ginza? Oh, and do you think you cannot call me by that name in public?
What's with all the attitude? I thought we were buds. I was the first to visit you in the hospital, remember?
He's right. When I came to, the first one there wasn't my family. It was the leader of the task force. Seijiro Kikuoka, from the Tech Bureau at the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications, aka the Virtual Reality Section. So what'd you want to see me about? If it's anything SAO related, I told you everything I know.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something else. Have a look at that.
Who's he?
This won't be pleasant. So last month, on November the 14th, the landlord of an apartment complex in Nakano, Tokyo noticed a foul odor while cleaning. It was coming from one of the units, so he disabled the lock and discovered this man, dead. His name was Tamotsu Shigemura, and he was 26. He'd been dead for 5 days. They found him in bed. His place was a mess, but no signs of burglary. He had something interesting on his head, though.
An amusphere?
Yeah. It was ruled an unnatural death, so they did an autopsy.
Oh,
The cause of
like
death was
merciful
found to be
thing.
acute heart failure.
Wait,
VR.
heart failure? You mean his heart stopped? They find out why?
No, they didn't. Here you are, sir. Unfortunately, since so much time had passed since his death and foul play was ruled out as the cause, the autopsy wasn't very thorough. We do know he'd been logged in for 2 days straight and hadn't eaten
anime
anything
food
the whole
looks
time.
good.
Well, that's
A lot
not
of
that
people know that.
unusual. Players do
A lot
it
of
all the
people
time.
like
Wait, why are you telling me about this?
He had a game installed on his system called Gun Gale Online.
Well, I know a lot of people
know that one?
Yeah, GGO. It's the only MMO in Japan with professional players.
This past October, there was a tournament to decide the most powerful player in GGO.
Gun game.
The deceased was the guy who won it. His character's name was Zexseed.
Was he playing GGO?
Zexseed's avatar. We know the time from the logs. This next bit of info still needs to be confirmed. According to another player's blog, at the same time Shigemura had the heart attack, something strange happened in GGO.
What?
Some players were at a bar in game watching the show when one of the players stood up and started acting erratically. The blog states, the player was shouting stuff about judgment and power at Zexseed's image on the TV and then fired his gun at it. At the time, another player in the bar happened to be recording audio. He uploaded it to a video site. Since the file had a Japan Standard Time counter embedded, we know that the shot fired at the TV and Shigemura's avatar disappearing from the show happened at about the same time.
Probably just coincidence.
There was another death, though.
What?
This one happened on November the 28th, somewhere in Saitama Prefecture. Same setup as before. The deceased was found in their apartment. A guy delivering the newspaper happened to look in the window. He saw the victim lying in bed wearing an atmosphere rig. Said the smell was... Well, let's skip the details of the corpse's condition. Anyway, heart failure was the cause of death. The victim was also a top-ranking GGO player. His character's name was Usushio Tarako? Well, he was playing when he died. It happened in the Central Plaza in Glocken. He was in the middle of a meeting with his squad. I guess that's the same as a guild. A strange player went up to him and shot him, point blank.
Do you know if it was the same guy who shot Zexseed?
Most likely. He said stuff about judgment and power, and then identified himself with the same character name.
What name?
Deathgun.
Deathgun? Are you absolutely sure both victims died from heart failure?
What do you mean?
Was there any damage to their brains?
I was wondering about that too. So I asked the coroner if he found any trace of damage to either of their brains, and he said they were both fine. Besides, the nerve gear rig used high-output microwaves, powerful enough to fry the signal elements and destroy the brain. On the other hand, the atmosphere rig was designed so that it couldn't emit electromagnetic waves that powerful. At least, that's what the developers claim.
It sounds like you guys have done your homework. But even so, your story's built around coincidence and rumors.
True. It could be a coincidence or even a hoax. I'm not sold either way. For now, and this is hypothetical, mind you, do you think it's even remotely possible to stop a player's heart in the real world with virtual bullets from a virtual gun?
Imagine that.
No, I don't think so. But hypothetically, let's say this death gun did send some kind of killer signal to Zexseed and that Tarako guy's atmospheres. What would it be? Could the sensation of a touch stop a heart? Maybe a taste or smell? A sight, a sound? Or some other sensation? Huh? Okay, whoa. You already thought of this, haven't you? Oh, I get it. You and your team can't figure it out, so you invite me for coffee to pick my brain?
No, what are you talking about? I'd never do something like that to you, honest. I like talking to you and just wanted your opinion.
We're done. You want my opinion? Here it is. You can't stop a player's heart in the real world by actions in-game. Shots fired and the heart attacks are
Wait, hold
coincidences.
on. Listen, you can order something else. Just sit down and hang out for a bit. Please. Can't tell you how relieved I am to hear you put it into words. Fact is, I'm of the same opinion as you. I don't believe these two deaths were caused by in-game gunshots either. And now that we've talked, I want to ask you officially. Would you log into Gun Gale Online and make contact with the player calling himself Deathgun?
And once I do find the guy, then what? You want me to get shot, is that it?
Whoa, now, come on.
Well, screw that! I don't want to get killed!
That's not possible. We just agreed it wasn't, didn't we? Besides, this Deathgun guy is only going after specific targets. They have to meet his criteria.
Criteria?
Uh-huh.
I think
Here's the deal.
Like stats,
Zexseed and Usushio Tarako weren't just any old players. They were top-ranked. So it's safe to assume he's not interested in newbies. But if you were strong enough to beat Kayaba at his own game,
That's different. Look, I don't know what you've heard, but GGO's no walk in the park. It's filled with pro gamers.
Hold the phone. You said pro gamer. What does that mean, pro?
It means professional, literally. Gun Gale Online is the only virtual MMO with a game coin to real currency conversion system in place.
What?
It means whatever money you earn in the game gets paid back to you in cold hard cash in the real world. Being a pro means you have a constant stream of income from the game coming in every month.
Job.
And if you're a top player, that means monthly you're making $200,000 to $300,000. It's an awesome gig. That's why the high-level guys in GGO are so hardcore. They pour more time and passion into it than players from other MMOs. Someone like me can't just log in and match players like that. You should find someone else.
Whoa, hold it. Who else am I gonna find? You're it! I need your help in this investigation. And if taking these pros on is going to be that big a deal, I can pay you this much.
$3.
I don't get why you're so hung up on this. You find horror stories like these all the time online.
Yeah, I know. But still, it's got my bosses worried. The effect of full dive technology on the real world is the hottest topic today. Literally everyone's researching it. People are going to try to use these deaths to regulate the technology. We want to know the facts before that happens. We want to be sure.
Well, look, wait, isn't that the
That's
camera
why we're
in the
interested.
park or whatever it's called?
You guys could just go directly to the admins about it.
Right. But Zaskar, the company that developed and hosts GGO, is in the US. Their address, phone number, and email, none of it's been made public, so we can't contact them. Ever since the seed was released, all kinds of shady VR worlds have popped up.
Yeah.
Maybe they're legit, maybe they're not. But if we want to find anything out, the only way to do it is to try contacting them in the game. I'm not asking you to get shot. We'll take whatever safety precautions we have to. Just evaluate the situation and report back. So will you help us or what?
4,000 people died in Einkrag. It's been a year, and finally, those memories are starting to fade. But now, more people are dying in another virtual world, and I'm getting pulled back in. It's like someone doesn't want me to ever forget.
Oh, now I get it. I think I figured out why you brought me here today.
Oh, you did, huh?
Mm-hmm. If our world is made up of an axis called time and a plane called space, then the center of our reality is this place, in the heart of Tokyo, where a castle used to stand. And the axis of all the virtual worlds popping up now, thanks to the seed, is a place that also had a castle once, Einkrad. That's why this sunset feels so nostalgic now.
You're right. It does. You know, what you just said helped me figure something out too.
Huh? Really?
You remember what Einkrad looked like? Well, maybe its shape was supposed to represent the axis of time and the plane of space.
Maybe. But if its vertical axis represented time and its floor is space, then the commander made a world that tapered to nothing. Everything ended once you reached the top. Unfortunately, a certain someone destroyed it halfway up. Now we'll never know how it ended.
Asuna, listen,
What?
Nah. Hey, it's getting cold. You want to start heading back now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and next time we come, let's bring Liz and Lefa and the others. Wouldn't it be fun to get everyone together for a picnic here?
Yeah, it would. Especially in springtime.
They were their friends.
I'm in position.
Roger. Targets haven't changed their course or their speed. They're 400 meters from you, 1,500 from me.
Pretty far. Can you make the shot?
No sweat.
Okay then. Fire when ready. I'm counting on you, Sino.
Roger. This pressure, this anxiety, this fear. 1,500 meters. That's nothing.
I don't know,
like tossing a lot of paper into a trash can.
Halo, but did you get like revived?
No way. This is nothing like how it felt that day.
I don't know what happened. That one's
Next.
okay, guys. Ooh, okay, that was it. Okay, that was really good. I think the next episode will be when Kirito finally gets on GGO and stuff. And yeah. Also, guys, when you guys like give me anything, like any suggestions, especially on anime or anything videos you guys want me to react to, make sure that they're appropriate a little bit. And yeah. And yeah. So yeah, and make sure you guys to subscribe and like if you guys already haven't. And yeah, peace.